And now for our next news special report.
In the hallowed chambers of our great republic, a disconcerting spectacle unravels, shrouded in deception and desperation. Indicted Senator Bob Menendez stands besieged by a tempest of allegations, a storm cloud of betrayal casting a long dark shadow over the sacred trust bestowed upon him by the American people. As gold bars and stacks of hidden cash unearthed from his residence whisper tales of corruption, Menendez cloaks himself in tales of his family's past, a seemingly desperate bid to deflect and misdirect. This shrewd play on sentiment, while cunning, crumbles under the weight of stark evidence and unanswered questions. As we delve deeper into this tangled web, brace yourself for startling revelations and a disheartening journey through the corridors of apparent deception and alleged treachery. And stay with us for the entire special report. You don't want to miss the damning final thought as we unravel the Menendez enigma. In the midst of swirling accusations and the haunting specter of a tarnished legacy, Senator Bob Menendez mounts the stage, making a bid to blanket the biting chill of his indictment with the warm tales of his family's ordeal in Cuba. As we peel back the layers of his narrative, a discordant chime of hollowness rings echoing through the corridors of our great republic. The FBI's unsettling revelation of concealed gold and copious cash shrouded within the confines of his house raises a tempest of questions, casting a stark, unnerving shadow on his crafted tales of ancestral woes in Cuba. His accounts, lined with whispers of past confiscation, waver under the resounding weight of the glaring evidence laid bare by the diligent forces of justice. Watch.
I have withdrawn thousands of dollars in cash from my personal savings account, which I have kept for emergencies and because of the history of my family facing confiscation in Cuba. Now, this may seem old-fashioned, but these were monies drawn from my personal savings account based on the income that I have lawfully derived over those 30 years. I look forward to addressing other issues at trial.
In this vortex of escalating tension, the senator's silence on an array of material assets from gold to luxury cars and home furnishing beckons a deafening alarm, resonating echoes of unspoken truths and buried deception. The unveiled wealth, intricately woven in the fabric of his existence, strikes a discordant tone, shattering the melodic strain of innocence that he strives to protect. The documented fingerprints on envelopes, filled with the currency of betrayal, spin a chilling saga of alleged compromise and corroded principles, etching indelible marks on the annals of our political legacy. Menendez's alleged deception plunges deeper roots as accusations of dispersing sensitive national intelligence to the Egyptian authorities cascade, forming a torrent of betrayal, eroding the remaining bastions of trust and loyalty that he desperately clings to. This alleged grave violation stands unaddressed as he clutches the shreds of the presumption of innocence, imploring the nation to mute the crescendo of condemnation rising into the hearts of the betrayed. Watch.
Exonerated, but I still will be the New Jersey's senior senator. For now, I want to address four things. First, a cornerstone of the foundation of American democracy and our justice system is the principle that all people are presumed innocent until proven guilty. All people. I ask for nothing more and deserve nothing less. The court of public opinion is no substitute for our revered justice system. We cannot set aside the presumption of innocence for political expediency when the harm is irrevocable. To those who have rushed to judgment, you have done so based on a limited set of facts framed by the prosecution to be as salacious as possible. Remember, prosecutors get it wrong sometimes. Sadly, I know that. Instead of waiting for all the facts to be presented, others have rushed to judgment because they see a political opportunity for themselves or those around them. All I humbly ask for in this moment in my colleagues in Congress, the elected leaders, and the advocates of New Jersey that I have worked with for years, as well as each person who calls New Jersey home, is to pause and allow for all the facts to be presented. Second, my long record.
Amidst the churning tides of the Menendez saga emerges the glaring reflection of life's unwavering certainty. The center ensnared in the unforeseen webs of scrutiny mirrors our collective vulnerability to the sudden storms of life's unpredictability. Now it's critical that we be prepared, and preparedness shines a beacon against the looming shadows of the unforeseen. Now, equip yourself against the ambush of uncertainty with My Patriot Supply's 3-month emergency food kit, now available at a rare 25% discount. Visit preparewithgary.com and fortify your defenses, ensuring the sanctity and security of the loved ones in the unpredictable voyage of life. As we navigate back to the tumultuous seas of Menendez stories, the fog of deception thickens, obscuring the horizons of truth and clarity. Despite his relentless endeavors to portray a canvas of integrity, the persistent shadows of the unanswered loom, painting over his creations with broad, unforgiving strokes of doubt and skepticism. The looming precipice of a potential 45-year imprisonment stands as a grim testament to the severity of the charges, echoing the solemn whispers of justice yearning to break the chains of corruption and deceit. In his grand, convoluted mosaic, the Menendez spectacle etches itself as a poignant reminder of the perennial quest for unyielding transparency, unwavering integrity, and the steadfast adherence to the sacred tenets of law and justice. It underscores the paramount importance of fortifying the resilient pillars of trust and accountability, reinforcing the hallowed foundations upon which our magnificent republic proudly stands. The sentinel of justice, unwearied and vigilant, continues its solemn watch, safeguarding the cherished realms of freedom, truth, and the revered principles of our great nation from the coercive taint of deception, betrayal, and the whispered echoes of compromised integrity. Amidst the haunting specters of the Menendez dilemma, let the clarion call of justice resound, echoing through the vast expanses of our beloved republic, heralding the dawn of transparency, accountability, and the unyielding reign of truth and righteousness in the hallowed corridors of our cherished realms. As the curtain falls on this disheartening narrative, the Menendez enigma leaves in its wake a trail of unanswered questions, smudged in the ink of alleged betrayal. The senator's attempt to veil the serious allegations with stories of his family's past seem to be a frail bid to escape the mounting avalanche of scrutiny, a thinly veiled attempt at redirecting attention from a seemingly blatant abuse of office. This chapter, drenched in disappointment, calls for a swift hand of justice to sweep through these corridors, clearing the haze of doubt and deception that mars the path of truth. It's time for the American people to regain the reins, reaffirming the principles of accountability and transparency that stand as the bedrock of our republic. Let the scales of justice tilt untainted, ushering in an era where trust reigns supreme, purged of the blight of corruption and deceit that threatens the very soul of our republic. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.